Yeah. So here I am at the world famous Shibuya Ichimaru-kyu. All right. I'm in Tokyo, Japan, June 2025. I thought it was going to be hotter than it actually is. There's overcast. I thought it was going to be hotter than it actually is. I thought it was going to rain, but it's not raining, and that's all good. It's very, very cool. Nice weather. The travel guide says don't go. Well, they didn't say to go to Japan, during June. I'm sure they said not July, but they said not June because, of course, the summer month, right? It's heating up and all that kind of stuff. Why am I here? I'm here because of that one photo that Nipsey Hussle took. Nipsey Hussle took a photo right over there, standing over there. The year was somewhere around 2010 or 2013. I don't know what the year was, but when I saw this picture of Nipsey Hussle, I saw those numbers. I saw those numbers right there. Yep, you see those numbers right there. All right. I saw those numbers, and you see, these are my numbers. This is my birthday, 10/9, October 9th. And I was like, yo, that's dope that Nipsey has a picture with my numbers in it. That's one thing. That's dope. But then the other thing was, oh, I knew exactly where that photo was taken because I know Shibuya Ichimaru-kyu. That's what in Japanese they call 109. So I was like, all right, that's dope. Those two things are dope. But then it was like a year later when I happened to see Jean-Michel Basquiat's painting, and I was like, wait a minute, his painting looks like the picture. And I'm like, yo, that's bizarre. How could the painting and the picture look similar? So I put them side by side, and I started to look. All right, the picture and the painting, they certainly look similar. You have a man, a male figure, or a human figure, and then to this side, to the left of the picture, you've got the number 109 in the picture and in the painting. So my thing was like, I was saying, oh, the picture and the painting are the same. My thing is, the painting that was created by Jean-Michel Basquiat is of Nipsey Hussle. But how could that be? How could Jean-Michel Basquiat paint a picture 3 years before Nipsey was even born? Nipsey was born in 85. The painting was created in 82. But I'm telling you, if you look at the painting and the picture side by side, it's undeniable that you can see a male figure and the numbers 109. That's clear. That part is clear. What isn't so clear is all of the other references that are in the painting and the fact that those references specifically refer to Nipsey Hussle. They are specific to Nipsey Hussle, Nipsey Hussle's life. This is just a calling card. This number right here, this just let me know, oh, okay, I need to pay closer attention to that picture and that painting. That's all that means. That's all that means. But when you look at the painting and you read the painting and you look at the words that are in the painting, it's uncanny. It's unbelievable how what's in the painting relates to one man's life, Nipsey Hussle's life, so clearly, like so perfectly. It's like, how is that possible? But it's true. So I might be in Tokyo, Japan, but this story of 10/9 takes me all the way to Oman, to the desert of Oman. Because in 2019, I did not know about the painting. In 2019, I didn't know about the painting. Didn't know about the painting. In 2019, the biggest news to me was Nipsey Hussle's murder, which, hurt me dearly. So what's wild about the day that I learned of Nipsey Hussle's murder is the fact that it's the fact that on the same day that Nipsey Hussle was murdered, I was driving to work and there was nobody on the roads. This is an extremely densely populated city. People are everywhere. drivers, cars, everything. There's just so much activity. But I was in the desert. And then no one was out there. I was driving to work one day. There were only 2 cars on the road, my car and this other dude. He was driving a truck. Do you know the truck drivers, the truck's license plate was 1090? The truck's license plate was 1090. Yeah, look, 109, and then there was another 0 there. 1090. That was the truck's license plate. So you're telling me in the desert, there are 2 cars on the road. 1 car has the license plate 1090. I'm like, yo, that's bizarre. I'm bugging. How's that possible? What are the odds? What are the chances? That's just bizarre. And so I was thinking about it. I was like, why am I focused so deeply on Nipsey? Well, I mean, it was the day that he was murdered that I saw those numbers 1090 on that card. And then the other question is, why was I focusing so deeply on these numbers 109? Well, it's the truth be told, I see these numbers when I travel. I go into different cities and I just happen to encounter these numbers and just under strange and bizarre circumstances. It's wild. But I mean, these are my numbers. This is my birthday. So it's like, yeah, when I see these numbers, then it stands out. It's like focus. But let's go back. So I was there in the desert and Nipsey dies and I see those numbers, my numbers. I'll never forget that. And then it was 7 days later, I looked up into the sky and there was a cross in the sky. I'll never forget those 3 elements. I was thinking about Nipsey, I saw 109 and that cross, and I had that experience in the desert. Now I want to take you to the desert. But I'm loving Japan. I'm loving Japan so much. I want to stay in Japan. But it is what it is. But I've already booked flights to other countries. What am I saying? I'm saying I don't have enough money. That's what I'm saying. Like, I booked the flights and they're cheap flights and all that. But boy, this trip is expensive. It's going to be expensive. I'm doing well in Japan. I'm doing well. I'm keeping the budget low, going to these little shops, having little meals. I'm eating at 7-Eleven. I had breakfast from 7-Eleven today. They have this wonderful egg salad sandwich that I tried. That was amazing. I mean, it was good. It was decent, but people rave about it. People love it. That's how I learned about it. I learned about it on Instagram first, and then I tried it. I said, let me give it a shot. Had to make sure the microphone was on. All right, that's the story. That's it. So Nipsey was right over there when he took the photo. 109 was in the photo. I saw the photo one night, and I was like, that looks like the picture from Jean-Michel that Jean-Michel painted. I started reading the painting, reading the words in the painting more closely, and I saw, hey, these words relate to Nipsey's life. Like, how is that possible? That's bizarre. And then after that, the story is done. The idea that Nipsey was Jesus is like resonating in my mind. There's one thing. And then the other thing is Jean-Michel painted Nipsey 3 years before he was born. Why would that happen? Because he was Jesus. Whoa. Okay, but why would I even go there? Why would I take it to a religious thing? Because I was in the desert and I learned what 109 means, what 10-9 means. I learned it. I saw somebody else who had like a fixation on 10-9. And I said, hey, man, do you see the numbers like I see them? He said, no, man. When I see 109, I see Romans 10:9. I said, what? What is that? So I went to the Bible verse to read it, and then it just shocked me. I was like, are you kidding me? The Bible verse says, if you confess with your mouth Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, you will be saved. Like, man, say what? Like, say less. I got it. You're telling me I saw a cross in the sky. I was thinking about Nipsey Hussle. I saw my numbers 109. There's a biblical verse that says Romans 10:9. If you believe in it, if you confess Jesus is Lord and believe in your heart that God raised him from the dead, then you'll be saved. I'm like, all I'm getting is Jesus, 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 and Nipsey. That's what I got. That's what I got for you. Thank you for checking me out. This is IC109 with the big belly in Tokyo. I'm walking around the city trying to work it off. Man, this city is big, complex. It's all of that. Love it. Love, peace, and happiness, y'all. 10-9. I'm out.